This is Tales of Swordfall.
Episode 8, Escalation. Ray and Taz, you just found a dwarf blacksmith. And what was your next thing you were looking for after upgrading your armor?
I believe it was healing potions.
Yep. And so are you guys gonna travel over to the Magic Academy to get some, or try to look for some in the merchant district, or go back to the world market where the that one alchemist shop that you guys brought Jerome into? Because that dude definitely had some healing potions.
Ray,
Yes.
we need some healing potions rather quickly. I think perhaps we should start by searching the merchant district, and if we can't find any here, we can go back to that alchemist.
Sure. Whatever you say, Taz.
Yeah, give me either history or survival to see if you can't just navigate, or history to just remember if there was one.
That's a 20.
That is a 20.
Oops. I don't know why it said.
And that's a 13. Yeah, I mean, you definitely know where, Taz would definitely know where, most of the alchemists would actually hang out, closer to the river, so if there is a fire, they have access to running water. And, what's the name of the alchemist that Ray usually uses?
That's a really good question. The alchemist that she uses is called the Mighty Dragon.
The Mighty Dragon. So is it like a group of alchemists, kind of like a pharmacy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it's like.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, and describe the shop. What does the outside of the shop? Does it have any sign indicating that's actually an alchemist shop, or do they just kind of have a sign?
No, this is one of those places that you kind of have to know is there already. It's not very. They don't have a very good marketing team.
Is it you have to go down an alley and through someone's backyard, and then there's a little storefront just all of a sudden?
Yeah, just it just appears out of nowhere. Yeah, pretty much. And I like to go there because they are really friendly, and because so few people go there, they know everybody who goes there.
Cool. I was almost afraid you were going to say, oh, because they're super cheap, and I'd be like, you defeated me! Anyway.
I mean, I feel like that was implied.
Oh, okay, that was implied? Cool. So
yeah, I lead Taz down these kind of shady parts of town. Whoops.
Yeah. You're probably getting near the river, but closer to the mercenary district, so, things do get a little bit shadier. There's a lot of twists and turns. You swear that you should be in a building space, but there's actually little yards and little living spaces instead of actual shops, or at least it looks like it was once little houses, but now they've been converted into shops. And as everyone twists and turns through the city looking for whatever they're looking for, all the clock towers go off in the city. This is a usual occurrence that, around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, all the bells go off, and all the criers start saying their it's a daily message from the city. Yeah, I'm gonna say that Taz and Ray probably can't hear this, but everybody else who's like kind of more in a more populated part of the merchant and artisan district probably start hearing the criers giving out the afternoon news. And it goes something like this. Last night there was a report that is it 6 prostitutes? Yeah, 6 prostitutes came onto a ship and ended up setting off explosives. And they're looking for the prostitutes to give them information. And the city assures them that since vessels are considered their own foreign governments in the ports of Swordfall, that they will not be prosecuted. There are only questions that are needed to be asked to fill in some information. Also, that a group of Good Samaritans helped stop a serial stabber within the streets. That then they have like a little announcement about, oh yeah, the fine shoe shop in the artisan district has a sale, and then they continue with some other things that just you guys would probably find super boring.
Taz, I bet no one even knows about that that fire we caused on the boats.
Hopefully, but I did hear someone coming forward at a guard station about it, so I wouldn't bank on that.
Oh. Well, then maybe it's a good time for us to find this Willis and get him out of the country.
I
agree. For a little bit, yeah. Well, let's go. We'll go get some potions and then find the others.
Sounds good.
Okay, so we're gonna zoom over to Tabby and Flea first, and so you guys probably just heard this announcement with after the 4 o'clock bell chime. What's your reaction?
Oh, yeah. We'll be leaving swiftly. Don't get attached to this place.
Well, it's fine. I mean, I'm not attached or anything, but I am kind of nervous now. That was definitely us, right? Like, that was about us.
Yes, but don't tell anybody else. I mean, our people will know because they heard the thing, but do not say to any strangers under anything that it was us. So don't say, hey, we saw the ship, or hey, I know who that stabbing person is. And do not say that to anybody.
Okay, should I lay low then? Kind of just hang out, be cool?
That's a good idea. Hang out and be cool. Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna take my bandana off and hide it in my cloak somewhere.
Aw.
And that's me laying low.
The west side Swordfall. Peace out, guys.
Just put on a baseball cap and sunglasses, and there you go. You know, you can go anywhere unnoticed.
And we
Oh, go ahead.
go back to Chaz's.
Krakatoa and Stu, you hear the news reports. You know, it's going to be sunny tomorrow and almost warm for this time of year. It's amazing. And you also hear the other news too.
Krakatoa, was that what you all did when I was at the bathhouse?
We got pretty busy. We know how to have fun, and we can entertain ourselves, yes.
I see. I think perhaps we should find our compatriots as soon as possible.
Cracker's kind of
Let's move faster.
he's like fidgetingly looking around, making sure no one's like, being like, oh hey, look at that. I know that big dude, and I know that little dog-faced reptilian thing.
This would be an excellent time for either an insight or perception or investigation. Any of
Oh
those.
jeez. Oh man. All things I'm not good at.
Oh.
Yep, it looks like it's gonna be 8s for me tonight, boys and girls.
15 for me.
Like Stu, it doesn't seem like anything has changed. Krakatur, you swear somebody just pointed at you, but you don't know for what
Stewie,
reason.
we should probably get moving. You're right. He tries to like pull a hood over his head, like don't notice me.
Yep.
Krakatur, I have noticed, I'm a very small individual, and I've noticed that when really big people try to hide, it makes it a little more obvious.
Well, I have an idea then. I pick
Just
Stu up and
act normal. Just act normal.
I pick
Ah!
Stu up and I pull up my robe so my head's underneath it, and I put Stu where my head would be.
Okay, so to look less obvious, you put a kobold on your head and then a hood on your head.
Yes.
That's-
So we're trying the two guys in a trench coat act now.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought you were going for, but one of you can roll me deception with, since you're assisting each other with advantage, and I just want to see how well you guys are pulling this off.
I'll
Stu,
do it.
That's all you do.
Yeah, that is me. I'm actually pretty good at that. With advantage, you said? Ooh,
Yeah.
okay. I probably just jinxed myself, but here we go. Okay.
50? Yeah, it looks natural enough. I mean,
For a kobold and a big guy. Okay.
yeah, I mean, just this cloak is probably made for like just someone's Krakatur size, and there's an extra like 3 feet that's now on it, so it kind of looks like Krakatur's shins are probably exposed or something, but whatever.
Okay. I'll play it up. I'll pretend like it's just one individual.
Cool.
Now let's go find our friends real quick.
Yes. Just don't bump into anything.
You lead the way, Stu. I am your legs.
I try to steer him. I try to steer him by pressing my heels into him. Like if I Krakatur, if I press this foot, then go in that direction, and if I press this foot, then turn in that direction. Okay.
Understood.
Okay.
All right.
I gotta have you guys roll something for this ridiculousness. Let's see. Yeah, Stu, just give me a straight up wisdom check, and Krakatur, give me a straight up intelligence check. So Stu is using his know-how of how to steer animals, I guess. I mean, you could even make it an animal handling if you wish.
Just called you an animal, bro. Just saying.
That it makes sense.
Yeah.
Stu is not very wise. He just acts like he is.
Yeah. I mean, Stu, you are the hood is probably a bit too big for your tiny kobold head, so there's probably a few things you do miss. But Krakatur is doing a pretty average job at like navigating by your command. But your command ain't that great. and we'll get back to that. First, let's take care of so Tabby and Flea are going back to Ray's apartment, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Then let's take care of the other two who are a bit further out and don't know what's going on. Ray and Taz.
Yeah, so we're gonna walk into the alchemist shop.
Yeah, and it's a like cute little alchemist shop. They kind of have this like tea house thing going on this month. So they have little blown glass like bottles that kind of look like tea teapots, and they have things decorated, and they even have like weird little like tea pouches that are like marked healing potions and stuff like that.
I'm gonna walk right up to the desk and start trying to buy some potions.
And what kind of people run the shop?
There are 2 workers. Their names are Tycho Bixby and Cadmus Morrow. The Tycho and Cadmus. And
Wow.
they are a tiefling and a human. And they're really cool.
Really cool. Like, are we talking about like they
Very chill.
okay. Yeah, the tiefling. Is Tygo the tiefling or
Yes,
okay,
totally.
cool. He or she?
He.
I was gonna say or them. I mean,
he's not offended by anything really, so.
comes up and he lings. Hey, what's up, Ray?
Hello, Tycho. I have to unfortunately make this visit rather quick.
No, it's cool. I mean, as always, take your time, look around. We have some new items.
Yeah. You still going for the standard rate of 50 gold pieces for a healing potion?
We actually found a way to make it a little cheaper. We just don't mix it in water. So you put it in the water yourself.
How long does it take to activate?
Yeah, minute or two.
And how long is it good for once you activate it?
A couple hours, yeah.
How about just the regular healing potions?
That's cool.
How about the 5 for 200?
5 for 200. Let me check. And then he proceeds to take out an abacus. As the GM actually takes out a calculator.
That's under the assumption that 50 gold pieces is average for a healing potion. Is that right,
Yeah,
Paul?
yeah. Yep.
It's like we're, buying 4 and getting the 5th one free because we're buying in bulk,
Yeah. Roll me a persuasion. You probably don't have to roll very high.
I rolled a 19.
Roll a 19. He just shakes his head. Yeah, that's cool.
Thanks, Tycho. You always take good care of me.
Well, that's kind of what we do. Is healing and other things.
Taz, do you need any other things?
I didn't believe so.
I mean, if you're looking for other things, like we do a little bit more than healing. I mean, or you can call it spiritual healing. We do stuff like that.
Go ahead and surprise me.
You want a surprise?
Yeah, I do.
Actually, I've had a thought. Do you have anything that... I'm sorry, I have nightmares sometimes. Do you have anything that could put me to sleep quite quickly? Quite quickly.
Oh, yeah, we have. Now, do you want visions beforehand or afterhand?
No.
Just sleep?
Just sleep. Very promptly. Sleep.
Okay. Yeah, we got something like that. and he goes to a cabinet where it's kind of locked, and he unlocks it. He takes out this small vial. It's only one use, but if you need more made up, we can make some on on demand, but it's a little bit more expensive that way. But I mean, are you cool with one use?
One use is fine.
Good. It's a little pricey because it is a special thing. It's gonna be about 70 gold.
Oh, are you sure? Because we are buying several items, we can get it a little cheaper?
And he looks over at Ray.
Ray kind of just like gives him a nod, like she's with me.
Okay, you're good friends with Ray, so how about 55?
That sounds wonderful.
How much do I owe you for this surprise, Tycho?
It's on the house.
Tycho, you're too good to me. How's
Yeah.
Cadmus doing?
He's cool. He's just, brewing up some things.
Well, we have to make this visit quick, like I said, but you got to tell him that I said hello.
Oh, totally. And next week, if you're up for it, we got some tea that we're brewing that will just be wonderful.
I'll have to come back in then.
Cool.
All right,
And
Tycho. You have a good day.
he gets out a bag. He gives you a free tote bag. He puts all the health potions in it. This almost neon pink swirling potion into it.
Is that mine?
Yes.
I pocket it.
And then the sleep aid within the all the health potions.
Lovely.
Okay. I drop 256 gold pieces on the counter.
He looks at it and he thinks for a moment. I think you miscounted.
I don't think I did.
Oh, gotcha. He just gives you a smile and a nod.
Thank you for your help.
Yeah, I'll flip him a gold.
And he effortlessly just kind of pinches it out of the air and slowly just sets it on the counter.
Save some tea for me, Tycho.
He winks and kind of gives you the okay sign, just kind of points at you. Have a nice one.
You do, and I take Taz and we leave. Thank you for listening to Tales of Swordfall.
Please consider listening to these podcasts.
Hello, folks. JP Winterbottom here to tell you about The Beholder's Eye, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons narrative-focused actual play podcast about a group of private investigators in a fantasy noir setting with eldritch horror undertones. You can find The Beholder's Eye every other Friday on iTunes, SoundCloud, or anywhere podcasts are found.
Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe.